Even the most epic MMA fights inside the cage can't hold a candle to the scuffles and brawls that happen between creatures of the wild. These beasts will stop at nothing to protect their territory from those who dare ruffle their feathers. Here are the 10 craziest animal fights caught on camera. What's up, Facnatics? This is Discovery Amuse, serving up your daily dose of the most outrageous, outlandish, and out-of-this-world fun facts. Stay tuned for our #1 pick because it's one grand showcase of pure animal instincts. Let's get ready to rumble! Number 10, Croc versus Croc. Zookeepers sure have a lot on their plates. Aside from feeding and taking care of the animals, they also need to keep them in one piece. In this clip, believed to have been filmed in an Australian zoo, the zookeeper failed to do the latter. Watch as this hangry crocodile found himself in a ghastly case of mistaken identity at the expense of another croc. While the zookeeper was throwing fish at the ravenous reptiles, this croc mistook another croc's leg for dinner. It even spun multiple times to dislocate the poor croc's limb, much to the shock of onlookers.
Oh, I can't believe you've done this.
Keep watching because our #1 entry is one jaw-dropping duel you wouldn't want to miss. Number 9, Chimps versus Raccoon. Trespassing on someone else's property is a big no-no. Unfortunately, this sneaky raccoon learned this lesson the hard way when it decided to wander into a chimpanzee enclosure. In this video, taken at the St. Louis Zoo in 2012, a sneaky raccoon didn't stand a chance against this group of chimps who didn't seem pleased with their unwelcome guest. And when they found the raccoon hiding behind the shrubs, and just when the raccoon found a hole to escape in, the chimps didn't let the intruder get away that easily.
Poor thing, let it go.
Guess the chimps weren't in the mood for some monkey business. Number 8, Golden Eagle versus Coyote. The golden eagle is one of the most fearsome birds of prey in the animal kingdom. With its speed, agility, and sharp talons, it can easily strike rabbits, marmots, hares, and ground squirrels. It's also known as one of the best flyers among all eagles and can glide through the air at up to 120 miles per hour. When it spots a prey, it can dive down to seize it at an incredible speed of up to 200 miles per hour. So, imagine trying to outrun an attacking golden eagle like the frantic coyote in this video. The eagle locked in on this coyote while it was on the hunt for food. When it went in for the kill, it quickly dove in to strike the canine. It attempted to escape the massive bird by running as fast as it could. Unfortunately, the eagle was able to catch up, and let's just say things went ugly for the coyote. Get it? Coyote, ugly? Anyway. Number 7, Rabbit versus Snake. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, especially when you mess with her young ones. In this video, a snake can be seen wrapping itself around a couple of poor baby bunnies, but just before it chows down some fresh rabbit meat, along comes Mama Rabbit to the rescue. In her plight to protect her young, Mommy Rabbit savagely grappled the snake away from the burrow. The snake tried to counter the attacks, but the rabbit isn't one to back down. And just when the snake was about to slither its way out of the hairy situation, Mommy Bunny didn't let the serpent escape without avenging her helpless babies. Do not mess with maternal instinct.
Mama knows best.
Number 6, Python versus Gator. Pythons are some of the largest snakes in the world. Although these reptiles are not venomous, their huge, powerful bodies are capable of constricting around their prey until it ceases to exist. It is also known for being an ambush predator, so it's fairly common for them to camouflage and wait for their unsuspecting victim. Burmese pythons tend to conceal themselves partially under shallow water to wait for a target, just like this one. Turns out it wasn't the only one hunting in this swamp in the Everglades of Florida. An alligator about 10 times its size suddenly grabs the snake with its powerful jaw. A fierce battle ensues as the two fearless creatures stopped at nothing to dominate its opponent. While the gator got a hold of the snake's head, the python wrapped itself around the humongous beast. And you wouldn't guess how this duel ended. After a few hours, the gator let go of the python in an act of surrender and decided that it was no match to the powerful grip of the snake. Number 5. Hippos versus Crocodile. Fun fact, hippos are extremely territorial, so much so that this pool in the Serengeti has been called the Hippo Pool because non-hippos are absolutely off limits. This gutsy croc got itself in hot water when it decided to dive into the hippo pool without permission. Watch as the bloat of hippos beat the heck out of the uninvited visitor. Hippo, hippo, hooray, said the hippos when they finally managed to put the croc in its place. Serves you right for crashing the party. Number 4. Electric eel versus Cayman. Shocking news. Electric eels are actually not eels. Despite their serpentine appearance, electric eels are more closely related to carps and catfish. And while we're at it, did you know that electric eels can produce shocks upwards of 500 volts? For perspective, that's enough power to kill a person. But how about crocodilians like this cayman? In this clip, assumed to be filmed in Brazil, an electric eel can be seen seemingly caught on a fishing line. Meanwhile, a cayman seemed to have found its dinner for the day when it suddenly attacked the trapped seafood. But perhaps to its utter shock, the cayman soon realized that it messed with the wrong fish when it was electrocuted to death by the highly defensive eel. It didn't take long before the cayman was rendered lifeless, essentially getting a taste of its own medicine. Number 3. Giraffe versus giraffe. Did you know that a giraffe's neck serves another purpose aside from reaching those sky-high trees for food? Apparently their necks also come in handy when they fight. Male giraffes who usually battle for dominance joust each other using their necks in a move called, well, necking. And make no mistake, these neck fights can get pretty deadly. Watch as these giraffes battle it out by flinging their necks at each other. And when none of them raises the white flag after all that swashbuckling, they can turn to another strategy, outbalancing their opponent by tackling their legs. It does look like a graceful yet deadly tango. Number 2. Buffaloes versus lions. Lions are fierce predators who are far from being picky eaters. Although their prey can be quite varied, they mostly target mammals in grassy plains and savannas like, say, buffaloes. In this video filmed at the Kruger National Park in South Africa, a couple of lions can be seen stalking a lone buffalo until they finally went in for the kill. But just when the young lions thought they had pinned down the enormous beast, in comes a herd of buffaloes to the rescue. Whoa, that deserves a quick replay. That lion might as well be a salad with the way the buffaloes tossed him. The African buffalo is one of the most dangerous animals in Africa. On average, these animals have attacked and killed more than 200 people each year. So they won't just let any predator turn them into dinner without a fight. In the end, the pride of lions had to swallow their own pride. Before we go to our number 1 pick, do us a solid and make sure to smash the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to choose all so you won't miss out on any of our latest life-changing, boredom-busting content. And of course, be sure to turn on notifications in your app settings. Number 1. Octopus versus shark. The octopus can be incredibly stealthy, even the giant species. They might grow to the size of a small bus, but they can deliver the most surprising ambush attacks when hunting for prey. This is what happened to this unlucky shark who just happened to swim nearby. Although an octopus usually eats crustaceans and smaller fish, large species like the giant Pacific octopus can prey on small sharks. This particular octopus was camouflaging itself among the coral when it spotted its next meal. When this unsuspecting shark swam by, it launched a surprise attack and wrapped its tentacles around its prey. The shark tried its best to wrestle out of its firm grip. Unfortunately, it wasn't able to escape from the grasp of its tragic end. And there you have it, our list of the 10 craziest animal fights caught on camera. Which among these fierce fauna surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments section below. Take home any of our exclusive gear by browsing our merch shelf or clicking the link in the video description. And while you're at it, take our quiz to find out how you can earn extra cash online doing what you do best. Awesome, right? Couldn't get enough of creatures that put the wild in wildlife? Then don't miss our countdown of the 10 most aggressive animals in the world. Till then, stay feisty, Facnatics, and see you in the next video.